All right, you are live. Are we recording? I like why T's Madison does that, babe. She'd be like, "Are we live?" I think that's what she say, right? I don't even know. Anyway, so we live. We are on our way to a family activity, minus one, but we are going to go have some Sunday fun. But we did not want to leave you guys hanging, and we wanted to talk about keeping your business off of social media. Pretty much a relationship status, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Now, why this banner ain't there? Look at this. Oh, they about to make me mad. Okay, keep going, babe. I'm about to make a banner.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yes.
We're really going to freestyle this one because I think this is one of those ones where it's kind of better to shoot from the hip as opposed to just trying to do this research on it because it's just so many different views of it. I don't, and I can't speak on other uh, walks of life, culture, creeds, races. I know, or at least I see it the most in ours. Um, First, let me put this out there. Nobody cares about your relationship.
Oh,
It's the
babe.
truth. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? People do,
I
and
mean,
when I say that, I mean the general population of your friends and family do not. Not if you're married, that's a bit of a different conversation because that's a union. And what I mean, I'm talking about holistically, like if I say 99% of the people don't care about your relationship, your boyfriend girlfriend relationship with Tyrone up the street, then I'm gonna say 50% of the people don't care about your marriage. That's what I mean. Like everybody who says something really truly don't care. It is, and I just think that's just kind of how society is. We are about me and mines, and you will, for the sake of going along to get along, chime in. But for the most part, people do not care. But for the sake of conversation, we're talking strictly about like relationships that aren't, it's not a
well, but
marital status change.
well, I don't. Okay, so I'm very, liberal, whatever, because you don't have to be technically married to be in a relationship. Because some people don't want to get married,
Yeah, you're talking about
and
common
that
law.
not even, yeah, common law, whatever. You've just been together for umpteen thousand years, and you share kids or not, but you're together. Now, me, I'm a little bit different. I want to see people happy. That's me. But the whole I do not agree. Women or men, you don't talk bad about your spouse in public.
Mm-hmm.
You don't check your spouse in public. You do it privately. Because if my husband is wrong, and I know he might be wrong, but you'll never know that I had to check him. I'm gonna do it privately. I'm not gonna do it out in front of someone because it's first of all it's rude. That's my husband. I don't talk bad about my husband. I don't talk bad about him to my friends or what have you because when you do that, people are all up in your business. Like you said, people don't really care. Some people like to see the train wreck.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are jealous and they want to see the train wreck of it. But I just get tired of seeing the whole he did me bad. He leaving me. He done did this and that. Then why you with him? And then 2 weeks later, y'all lovey dovey, kissing, and oh, we back together. Like that, it doesn't. It makes you look foolish to me. And like you said, nobody cares about that stuff. They're actually laughing at you.
Well, yeah, but you didn't answer my question.
What you say? I forgot.
I asked you about
Oh
do
well.
people really care?
I care. I care. Like if you're happy.
No, okay, no. What I'm saying is the conversation. If you want to talk about putting your status on there, that's perfectly fine. You're well within your rights to do it. I mean, these social sites do that for a reason. What I'm talking about is, or the premise of what this conversation is on is, you're saying putting your business out there, and then you're flip flopping, or you're
Yeah.
talking about my bae and my baby or whatever case may be, and then days later you are raking them
Oh
over
yeah,
the coals. And
yeah,
I will say this,
yeah.
and hey, look, if this might ruffle some feathers, but so be
If the
it.
shoe fits.
Women do that shit. Men don't do that.
How dare you? Nah, that's not true. Men messy too. That's not true.
Do
Men,
men do it as much as women?
I don't think they do this much
Okay,
as
then
women,
that's
but
okay.
they
Then
do.
cool.
But they do it too.
Well, there's no such look. There's okay. The only absolutes in the world is paying taxes and death. That's it.
Okay,
Everything else is like is it within the margins?
that's true.
Whether you want to call it the 80-20 rule. 80% of men don't do that crap. They're 20%. They're 20% soft. I'm about to say something. Soft dudes
Ooh.
that go out there and do that stuff, and there's probably 80% of women that do it and 20% that don't. 80-20 rule.
I want to also add to and you said we talked about this about how women be like couple goals. Ooh, they go. Listen, y'all better quit doing that stuff because y'all did that with who? Y'all do it with a lot of people. Lisa Ray and her husband.
Yep.
Was it the first one? Second one? Who was?
I don't know. I mean, no,
I think it was the first.
I wouldn't use them because I'll say more so Jada Pinkett and Will Smith.
And but they did the Lisa Ray. They did it for what's that girl? One of them twins, Tia Tamira. Her and her husband, they divorced now. Who else was just it's somebody else.
I still say it's Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. The reason being is because if you notice, Lisa Ray is a she's in a social space where she's it's more so it's a character of her in a sense.
But it was
because she's doing that for the sake of staying relevant. I'm sorry, she was diamond a long time ago.
the shade of that. That was shady, baby.
I'm saying this to make a point. She's more so like if you ask somebody like in their 20s, they're gonna say, "Oh, she's a reality star." She kind of shifted.
But what I'm saying is, I'm so sick of people being like, "Oh, they're couple goals," when you have no idea what's going on with that couple when they're home. Social media is not always real, and I have to emphasize that. Besides, I can't even better say the shit because these young people really think this shit is real, and it's not. People are only going to show you the positive things. It's never the negative things that they're going to show you.
Mm-hmm.
They barely ever show you about the come up of stuff. That irritates me about social media too, because these kids believe this shit that they sit there and they really think you pick up a camera or your phone and you become rich. No, it's a hustle. It's a drive behind that. Everything is like that. It's not just pick up a camera and you just do something, you go viral. That's not true. That irritates my nerve. I wish that people would show, like when you first get an apartment, majority of the time, a lot of us only have the mattress and the box spring. We ain't got no headbed, no foot. We ain't got that. You got a little bit of this, and then over time you build up. But people don't show that build up. That shit is fake, man. Everybody don't start out like that. You're gonna have a lot of bumps and bruises. But that whole women do that. Oh, that couple goes no.
Okay,
start focusing on your shit.
What is couple goals?
Couple goals meaning what women will say or people will say. It's like they see this couple and they're like, oh, they're so successful. They got money. They seem to be in love. But you really have no. So you want your relationship to be like that?
Do you see men do that?
I really don't see men do that.
Okay.
Because even that
I'm gonna leave this something, but I'm gonna let you keep going.
Who was that that guy I do not like? I do not. He's a great artist. Toby. It was his name. Oh damn! I should look it up.
What is? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Like he's like a singing artist.
Yeah, he's talking about like
country guy.
No, the black guy, Toby. He said something about.
Oh, you're talking about the guy from Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about him?
Like the way people were like, oh, they couple goals. But if you go back into an interview about him talking about her,
he said he didn't like her.
Oh my God.
Okay. So what was wrong with that?
Because why would you be like the way he? It's not like that. It's the way he talked about her. It upset me. It really did.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, are are you gonna be mad over revisionist history? She's not, because I mean, because right now she's
Well, she
winning. She's winning.
man, no, but
Well, and when I say
and he gave her the nickname
no,
Fat. I can't remember. I don't know if she was a little bit
and,
chunkier before.
well, wait, let me finish
Okay,
my point.
okay.
And let me be clear. When I say she, I'm not implying like only like he's the prize.
Clearly not.
I'm sure she's the prize as well.
That's not how he took it, though.
But that's the point. You're literally talking about, like, because at the end of the day, they're a couple. They got kids together. They're artists together. They got this niche art form in the hip hop space that where they got a cult following.
It is cool.
Okay, so if he talks about something about how he viewed her differently, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years ago, who cares?
You
Who cares?
have to go back to the interview. The interview.
I know what interview you're talking about. It was on Sway in the Morning.
It was really, really ugly the way. I'm not gonna talk about my significant other husband like that. I would never do that.
It's
because
revisionist history.
It doesn't matter. It's
Because for all we know,
you don't sit there and you make her look. To be honest, it made her look like a real square, like a real loser. That's the way he did that shit. Cause he not. If you ask me, he's not the prize to me. I think she's a beautiful woman.
okay.
And I'm not saying he ugly because I don't call people ugly.
Oh yes, you do.
I do it privately. I call people
Yes,
privately ugly.
you call people ugly. Let's not act like you're this beacon of integrity when it comes to judging.
Well, you know my thoughts on that too. I think only a certain. I think a small portion of the population is beautiful.
Okay.
You know, so I'm a little bit different when it comes to things. Most people are average. You're just an average looking person.
All right.
But I just thought people were like, they're couple goals, and people heard that interview. They were like, oh no, they're not couple goals. Stop doing that. Focus on your relationship. Go to therapy or whatever. But stop doing that. I hate that we do that because you don't know. You don't know what their pillow talk, if they're even having pillow talk, what that looks like.
All right. So, but let me go back to that Toby, what's his face? We forget last name. I think it was with an N.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. How you
Is it?
pronounce
I think it's African or
Yeah,
something,
I don't-
right?
yeah. I'm
It's so sad we can't even pronounce our own, but that's keep on.
I'm not gonna be overly critical of, because I know you're talking about the interview that was on Sway in the Morning, Sway Calloway.
I think so.
That was the interview.
It was years ago.
I'm familiar with the interview.
Okay.
I remember the interview.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna be overly critical of something that I mean, I don't know how old this guy is. I mean, I'm going to say that I think he's like in his 30s.
I would say 30s.
Okay, so if he's saying something that, like, yeah, like, if he's talking from a place to where he was basically like 19 years old or 20 years old, like,
That's different.
if people are holding the things
Yeah.
over my head of what I did when I was 20 years old, I'd probably be in jail.
Absolutely.
I would not be in the place.
I probably wouldn't be
I would
here.
not be in the place right now. I would not be with you. We would not have a beautiful family. I can tell you that with an absolute fact.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, and that's what I mean when I say that I'm not going to be overly critical, because now I can't remember of when things shifted between the two. I can't remember that part of the conversation, because obviously something changed. Like, I don't know, maybe her booty got bigger or something. I don't know, but maybe I don't know. I don't know what happened to cause where the relationship shifted between the two.
I think she was persistent about wanting him. Like, she really, really wanted him.
Okay.
But the way he talked about her, it bothered me. But
Okay. All right.
but like you said, Will and Jada Pinkett Smith, like we know that it seemed like she might be a little toxic. I don't know. She might be a little toxic. I don't know. But apparently is it an open relationship? Right? They have an open relationship.
Allegedly. I don't think
I mean, but she's okay.
okay. So
Because they were breaking them.
that's what I was about to say.
Okay.
And people,
Well, that don't count.
and that's why people like spin that narrative, which I think is unfair. Now here's the critical part. The critical part is I think people are being overly judgmental if you know, in that red table talk thing about when
She made Willow like a fool in my opinion, but that's another conversation.
Oh.
Where
Well, what she say?
you don't bring a man onto a conversation to talk about your entanglement with a kid.
You don't.
You pretty much you manipulated.
And you nasty.
You exploited him
You did.
for your sexual satisfaction because hey, look, that's a Louisiana boy. That boy probably over there breaking your back. I'm not an amateur.
I'm done with you.
I'm not an amateur. I got stamina.
Oh my God. Was he 30?
Shout out to Cheesy. But anyway.
Was he 30?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I keep the rest of it myself.
But
it don't get good till you're 30. I'm just saying.
No, I mean, but you brought him out there on a public platform.
Yeah, you don't do that.
I mean, it's a reason why his face is a meme, and it's gonna be forever. I mean, that meme it ain't going nowhere.
That's true.
But
you don't, like I said, you don't publicly sit there and embarrass your spouse. How dare you? Who are you? You're a toxic person. You are a piece of crap. I learned that a long time ago from a friend when I never heard that woman say a bad thing about her husband. And that's one thing that I learned. And I picked it up and I was like, you don't do that. These young girls need to learn that. There's different certain men for different parts of time, right? When you're in your 20s, you date around and you might got your whole face. You might got a D boy. You might, but then you learn D boys do bad things, and hey, you might not want to be around that. I don't like that. You might got somebody else who will fix it, man, and he come over there and fix some stuff too. Unemployment. So you got all this type of men that you have or whatever. Nothing is wrong with that. Don't take those men seriously. Then when you find somebody you get a relationship with, then you take that person serious. But you need to learn over time. You don't talk bad about your spouse. You don't, or significant other. You don't go on social media. It's just a nasty thing to do. And like I said, I'll definitely watch it. I'll watch that train wreck because you put it out there. Damn it.
Well, I mean that's what society is about. Like,
yeah, they like the train wrecks. We always say that.
I said life is about carnivals and chaos.
Yeah.
People choose to watch the chaos. That means people care less about the carnival. They don't care.
That's true.
They could care. They could care less about it.
Yeah, it's sad.
But back to this whole like relationship goals thing. I don't subscribe to it, but I mean, but you've told me about, you hear that phrase a lot of times. Like, I don't know what relationship goals are, because I mean, like the
couple goals.
Yeah, because you should be aspiring to motivate one another in a capacity to be like, what's your goals? Okay, realistically, like, what's your goals? Okay, my goal is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What's your goals? My goal is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. And then without saying anything, you do, or matter of fact, you can have a little conversation. And be cheerleaders. Provide the bandwidth. Do whatever you can to help your mate, because I guess you're not married yet. So you
don't have to be married.
Well, I'm saying just how I'm framing it. To achieve those goals, and whatever they are, like, hey, you both got a child together, and one of them is like, okay, I want to go back to school and get my master's degree. Okay, well, that means it's gonna probably be a lot of long nights. That means the other person is probably going to take on more of a lion's share of the load when it comes to taking care of that child. Give that person a bandwidth, and then it's reciprocated in some shape or form down the road. That's what. What you say? What is the relationship?
Couple goals.
I'm talking to relationship. That's what couple goals are.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree with that.
How can we
together
uplift each other to get to the next level, whatever that is? And it could be simple.
Yeah.
Let's move out of an apartment to get a house. Okay. What do I got to do? Okay. Well, okay. Yeah. How do we help each other to achieve that goal?
That's true.
Okay, what markers do we have to hit to put us to get us that opportunity to get in that space?
I think, and I hate to cut- I think a lot of young people, because we do, so we have an older child who's in his 20s. We do know, and then we have a niece who's in her 20s. She's older, but we know that these young people talk about surface stuff. Stop talking about surface stuff. You like, I don't know who these young, listen, I never listen to rap really, so I really don't know who the new rap artist is. But like you said, let's start talking about goals. A goal, like you said, can even be, let's just buy a car.
Yep.
And then you get that goal. Okay, we check that off. Boom. Like you said, let's try to buy a house. Boom. It could be things like that. But those are big things to you because everybody has their own goals. I like how you said that, though. You need to be each other's cheerleaders, especially people who are of color. Because this world is cruel to us sometimes. It ain't nothing like that when your spouse cheerleads you. That makes you feel so good. It really, really does. It makes you feel really good. I'm trying to see what they doing out here.
Well, we're getting close to our destination.
Yes,
so
we are.
Are there any final comments, thoughts? Like, comment, subscribe, by the way.
Yes, because we see you lurking. I'm serious. I see you. I've been looking at analytics. I'm like, oh, I see you lurking. If you don't subscribe and get us some more subscribers, no, I like I said, like how you said, stop putting your business on social media like that. Stop talking bad about each other, and absolutely, let's cheer each other on. Like that is, it really takes no effort at all to do that. But to type something out and then hit, put it on in the post, that takes effort. But to cheerlead each other on is the best thing in the world, and it feels really, really good.
And also, too, my last thought, hit those comments and give us ideas to talk about. We try to find a balance between
the nastiness of it all.
I won't say nasty, but
well, I mean, you can be nasty like Miss Jackson said.
But things that are, things that are informative and things that are, just kind of captivating.
And
right?
what is a good time for you guys? We there.
Yep.
We can do times. All right, you guys, we are pulling up. We about to pull up and show out. Oh Lord, baby. Okay, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
Later.